we're live with Phil Puma, who is one of our amazing realtor coaches here at the Core Training. Phil is based right here in North Carolina, right near the Core headquarters. Phil's a really big deal. He did over 300 deals last year in 2017 with over 100 million in volume. So thank you for joining us today, Phil.
Thank you very much for having me. Part of the reason I think I was able to do all those deals is being so close to you guys and having you here where I can see you, talk to you every day. So the core has been a huge part of that. So thanks for having me here. Appreciate it.
Oh, we love having you, Phil. We love that you're so close to us and we get to see you so often. So today we want to talk about a tactic that moved the needle in your business. So this is called the Coach's Playbook. We're taking a page from your playbook. So what's a tactic that you've implemented in your business that has made a great change for you?
Sure. The one thing we looked at, I mean, some people need more leads to be able to generate that business. We knew we had enough leads to get to the numbers that we wanted. We knew we had to increase conversion, and we had to just make sure we were doing more things every day to make sure that we were converting more of our leads. We had, a ton of people that raised their hands saying, I need to buy and sell, some of it cold leads, some of it warm leads, but we had to find ways to be able to capture more of those leads and get more of those leads, to meet their real estate goals of owning a home or getting a home sold.
Okay, and so what are some things that you did to convert those?
Sure. One of the things is I got more involved in calling some of those leads. I know some of us, we get so big, I started out from just me and I used to call every lead, and I think I got away from that. And, obviously us being the team leader, we're going to convert more than everyone else. I mean, everyone's going to have different conversion, but I got more involved. I really wasn't even paying attention of how many leads came in, who they were. Sometimes a cold lead would come in and really it was a warm lead that we just didn't find out the true source of it. I think it's important for us just to get involved. So I was calling more of the leads up front. So I would actually really track them and find out which ones that I needed to get on the phone with. And then also the other thing is just holding our team more accountable. So we implemented some stuff to hold them more accountable too. And me keeping an eye on the leads, made a big difference in that. Just me looking at the leads every day, everything that came in. So I wouldn't have to go search them. So I had one of my team members that just gave me every one of the leads, their name and the source, so I could have that in front of me just as a quick snapshot every morning. And obviously we had, if they were buying and selling, their price point. So I knew which ones that I needed to call and which ones I needed to hold the team accountable for calling. So
how did you decide which ones you were going to call?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I work mainly with sellers for the most part. So I obviously called all the people that were looking to possibly list. So I was calling all the sellers. People looking to sell and buy, that still would be my phone call, and then I call some buyers. And obviously we cover a big area, so I tried to stay with buyers close by and decent price points. So I got involved with more buyers this year, and I had some more people helping me and my personal showing team. I had more showing assistants to help me lock in buyers. We would do a buyer consultation, get face-to-face quicker than we did in the past. And really what I would do is have them come into the office. I think it's a huge deal. If you get face-to-face with them, they see your office, they see your operation. I would go over a presentation with them, and I would introduce my showing assistant and kind of work them along. So I was doing that more with my buyers, and now I'm having my buyers agents do the same. I said, hey, instead of just meeting them at the house, I think you have to get face-to-face in the office. So I think really we increased some in listings, but really we increased buyers more so. And I think getting face-to-face with them quicker and me talking to some of them up front. And again, it only needed to be a 15, 20-minute appointment. It's not like it takes a lot of time. Have them come to us so I can meet them here in the office. And just that increased my conversion with my buyers.
Cool. And how much did it increase your conversion by?
So our conversion, we were just under 15%, and that's including warm and cold leads. If we just did warm, it'd be a little bit higher, but if we kind of put them all together, and that's my entire team, but now we're almost at 20%. So about 5% increase in what we've done from start to finish, and making sure that I was getting involved in more of the process and getting face-to-face with buyers, and me doing some more of those buyer consults. And now we're really working on our buyer's agent doing it this year. So I think it'll continue to increase because I'm pushing them to be more accountable, and then also getting face-to-face with those buyers quicker. Because I've told them this, okay, there's not many listings that we're going to get signed up without going to that listing appointment. So the first thing we do on a listing is get face-to-face with that seller. We should do the same with buyers. I think so many people don't do that with buyers, and they say, oh, just call me with the internet nowadays, just call me when you see some properties. Those buyers are going to scoop. But I think if we get face-to-face, they see our operation, they see what we have going on, get to meet us. I think they feel a little bit more tied to us to stay with us rather than to float and just continue to call, other listing agents to see their houses. So
you build that personal connection and trust.
100%, and I think we have to do that more with our buyers. I think all agents across the country need to do the same thing. Just get more face-to-face with them sooner, rather than just waiting for them to find the property and you meet them at the first property. So there's so many other agents they could be talking to in the meantime, and no one else is going to get face-to-face with them at the office. So I think we just spend that extra time up front, and it's going to increase your conversion drastically.
Awesome. And then the last thing I want to ask you is about the accountability factor. So you said part of it was holding your buyer's agents more accountable. And so what does that look like?
Sure. With me looking at the leads, we cover them every day. Now, I now have my buyer's agents coming into the morning meeting. We were meeting just once a week previously, and I don't think that's enough. I mean, buyer's agents are out there and they're doing their own thing, and there's some great ones and there's not so great ones. But I think if we're there helping coach them, helping train them on a daily basis, with them coming into the team meeting, and then we're talking about every lead every day and where they're at with that lead. I think just them talking about it, and this is in our meeting with everyone there. That accountability helps. And then again, with me keeping my eye on it, it's really helped me hold them more accountable to make sure they're calling them, make sure they're meeting with them, and just asking them questions. Hey, when are you going to get face-to-face with that one? When is the buyer consultation? I think more of that communication in the meetings on a daily basis rather than just a weekly basis where we could lose some leads. So, and I noticed in doing this, they're calling the leads quicker. And again, their conversion is coming up little by little. Ours is always going to increase more than theirs, just because we're the team leader for a reason. We're going to be the best salesperson in the team, but we have to continue. We have to lead by example, and they're going to follow us, and they're going to do the same thing. So
that's awesome. And knowing that they have to tell you the next day whether or not they called someone makes a big difference.
Correct. Yep.
Cool. Well, I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I know you're extremely busy, but we really appreciate you being here with us today and sharing your tactic.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. I wish everyone the best of luck in 2018. Just the only thing I could say is just make sure that you're calling leads quickly. And when you get on the phone with them, you need to set the appointment. Setting the appointment is huge. Get face-to-face. They'll obviously make a better connection, and I think you'll increase your conversion, and you'll obviously increase the amount of business you're closing.
Awesome. Awesome advice. Thank you so much, Phil.
Kelly. Appreciate it. You guys have a great day.
You too. Bye.